what it's a strange one. Obviously, I've covered boxing for a long time, and sort of the social media influencer boxing came along, and divided opinion. And I think I don't think it's tried too much to sort of get in boxing way. It's kind of got its own thing, and everyone's doing it. How aware of it were you before the last sort of 6 weeks or so?
Yeah, I was aware of it, and I've been like everyone else. I've asked my mates and other people what they think about it, and I've asked loads of people, and like anything, the general consensus was that it's just bringing more fans to boxing. And I spoke to someone recently as well, and they're saying that the amount of kids now that are, the gyms, young kids are going in the gyms, wanting, getting boxing gloves and going in. So in that respect, it's good. But for me, I've always been a boxing fan. What I thought I knew then and what I know now are two very different things in terms of the skill and what I used to think someone when someone was winning the fight and stuff like that. And how he looks like he's levering him and he's just hitting his gloves and stuff. And so even from my own knowledge, it's been even in the 4 or 5 weeks, it's been like learning a completely new thing, and I look at boxing completely different now.
It's like those fans of boxing who just shout things like, just knock them out, and then
Mate, I was one of them.
when you actually do it, you think, well, hang on, it's not that.
I know, and I've been having people saying that to me, and I'm like, it's not quite like that, mate. Um, but yeah, listen, I think Pratt, you said you've been covering it, and proper boxing fans and boxing people know the skill and how difficult it is.
Mm. Who was the first person to hit you in the face?
Well, yeah, we the spar. So he was called. He's called Payad, right? And he was sparring, and I've gone bang. He's caught me right, in the right here, mate. And it was like, right, okay, that's what it feels like. I don't think anything can ever prepare you for getting punched in the face.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, you have to just, it's part of it, and I've tried to just keep going, stick to what they've been taught, and yeah, I've been caught, and I've just been trying to learn.
Obviously, on Saturday night, well, I mean, you're no stranger to performing, but you'll be out there in front of thousands of fans, so you can kind of understand the appeal to that. But was there any point when you're in the gym, no one's there, it's a Tuesday afternoon, and you're getting hit, you're thinking, come on now, what's this about?
And I'd be lying if I said no. We're human, aren't we? And no, do you know what? What I've not had about that because I have been punched and stuff. But what I have thought at times, I was thinking, them doubts come in your mind of, I've had enough time. Is it enough time? Am I learning this quick enough? I've gone home certain days disheartened. Um, like you said, what am I doing? I'm in a gym full of pros, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, wow, look how good you are. And but I think that's just been normal from what everyone's told me. And I've took it on full on, head on, and I'm like I said, that with anyone, I'm human, and it's that you don't want to embarrass yourself, but ultimately I've got to remember I'm not a boxer. Yes, I played football, but they're two different sports, and ultimately it's why I wanted to do it because I've missed the purpose, and I've missed the challenges, and I've missed football on a Saturday afternoon, and this is kind of replaced that.
Yeah. Were you one of those players who, everyone talks about missing football, and you don't know what you'll do at the end of it, but you just don't think about it because you think you can't really see past your late 30s, let's say.
Yeah, I was one of them. It's just like, oh, that's never. It's just you kind of feel like it's never going to happen to you. And all of a sudden it does, and you like question yourself, like, wow, where's it gone? How quick's it gone? Did I enjoy it? Did I make the most of it? And it's gone, and you can't get it back. Um, and I know what I'm about to do is quite out there, and it is opposite. Yes, walking out in front of crowds, but you're with your teammates, aren't you? And if you're having a bad day, you've got your mates to help you. With this, you're on your own. Um, but again, I've missed the prep, I've missed the training, I didn't realize as well, like being in the dressing room. I mean, with my teammates football, but then boxing. walking in, and they've been like my family for this last month. From the lads that I've been running with, training with, Pat the coach, my nutritionist, and I'd missed it.
Talk about being on your own, and yes, as you say, you've got your corner, you've got your team, but it is up to you. Do you think will you relish being responsible completely for what happened? Well, obviously your opponent, but it's in your hands what you do. Whereas on the pitch, you've got, you could in theory blame any one of other 10 other players.
That's it. Yeah, that's part of what this is about. Is I think you're gonna learn a lot about yourself. I think I already have. I think I will do even more so come the night. Um, I don't think anyone can prepare you to walk into a ring with 13,000 people, on your own to have a fight in front of a lot of people on TV. And it's growth in it. I think you're gonna, like you said, listen, I know the consequences if things can go one way or the other because that's what it is, boxing. But ultimately, I think just taking on the challenge and giving it a go is brave enough in itself. And yeah, it's quite it's obviously a bit of nerves, but also a bit of excitement, and that's what I had when I used to walk out in the tunnel when I used to have big games and stuff.
I know obviously you do have a profile. I'm not saying you don't, but did Misfits say why they sort of got in touch with you particularly to fight?
Yeah, so it's weird because I'd probably said to Mams Taylor a long time ago. Yeah, I love boxing. I'd love to have a fight one day, but you didn't really me. Didn't think anything of it. And I think what's happened is because it was Danny Aaron's, and I think because of his when he reached out, it was out completely out of the blue. I literally just got back off holiday, mate. We had his wedding. It was actually and a stag do, and he just basically I think it could fit because with his football, his FIFA gaming and all that, and obviously me being ex-footballer, maybe it kind of works. And obviously he's a Tottenham fan and stuff, and his knowledge of football. So he said it could work, and I know it's last minute, but do you fancy it? And that's where it came from. I don't think if Danny was someone else and it wasn't maybe a football connection, it might not have happened. And I think that's kind of where it came from. And obviously I'm retired and available.
How much did you know of Danny before this?
Nah, I've said this before without, and he knows this without being disrespectful. I didn't know because we're both from different worlds. I think I don't sound like I'm old, right? But it's the younger generation in it that know him, right? And I sound like one of those old ex-footballers that says, "Oh yeah, in my day." But I don't really do TikTok. Yes, Instagram and that, and the gaming and stuff. It's not really me, but I've obviously got to know. I've got to learn, and it's fair play to him, with the following and everything he does, mate. And I said not long ago, I met Angry Ginge and all these, and you know what I mean. And and he's a United fan, is he? So, but no, it's all new to me this world, and I've stepped into their world, haven't I? And even like around this, the media stuff, it's completely different to football.
Have you had to try and build up a sort of rivalry in your head at all? I mean, I'm sure you've got nothing against Danny and vice versa, but you do have to go in there and hit him. Have you had to sort of, yeah, make him into some sort of enemy in your head?
Do you know what? I think because it's been quite fast and like, oh, I only got confirmed a few weeks ago, and yes, I changed for a couple of weeks before that, and we just met a few times. It's kind of hard to do that when he's not said and done or said anything. He's been quite respectful. So what you have to do is I'm having to like think about football. And when I used to play against left wingers and I used to have my one-on-one battles with them, was come kick off and get it starting was right. I have to win this battle with my left winger, whoever it was, from Hazard to Bale, whoever, and go into mode then, you know. And that was me sort of like that was my focus. And I think I'm gonna have to use that in this fight because he said as soon as that, you walk in, get ready, and that bell goes, I have to try and draw back how I used to, behave when it was football, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I know KSI is sort of promoting it, so he's got to say big things, but he said your footballing heritage is on the line in this fight, which strikes me as, maybe that's quite a lot. But what do you feel is on the line? Is there anything? Is it just a bit of fun or?
Um, I think just internal pressure really, more on myself. I don't think, mate. Like I said, you can't say that really when you've been given 4 weeks to cut 8.5 kilograms, get fit, and learn how to box and stay. I don't. I think if I'd had 12 weeks and stuff like that, and I'd had a full thing, I'm not making excuses, but then I would think that. But I think I kind of just grabbed it and thought, F it, and football's one thing and but they're two different things. And I know people keep saying, oh yeah, but he's been an athlete and stuff, but he's not really that. You can't. That's just like saying any footballer can be a boxer or any boxer can be a footballer, and you can't. Bit disrespectful to like boxing and the athletes and what they put themselves through because it's heavy what they do. Like I said actually the other day, we have pre-season for 4 weeks. Boxing, it's for pre-season every day.
Mm.
And that's one thing I've realized. So I know KSI has to say that, but I just think it's more about me going in and giving an account of myself in the time I've been given.
Yeah. Who can we expect any big names from your footballing past to be ringside?
Do you know what? They all want to come. Obviously, it's great. It's in Dublin. And it's amazing. I love Dublin. But yeah, a lot of lads, especially with being transfer window this weekend and international break, and in Dublin, and they've got games on Saturday. Ben Chilwell wanted to come. I think Les got wanted to go, and then he's just got the England coach on the England coaching staff. So I've just got like local mates that are retired, so like Fraser Campbell, Chris Eagle, some of my mates. Wes Morgan couldn't make it. Mark O'Brien, he just retired. He wanted to come, but he's got work. He's doing a Leicester Villa game, so it's a shame because, like I said, if it was in maybe another time in Manchester, I'd love to see all the boys there. To be fair, like at ringside, that'd be quite special.
Yeah. And just finally, whether you have another fight after this or not, do you think it's something that's you will at least keep doing as part of just keeping in shape and maybe it's good for mind and body?
Yeah, mate. I feel honestly, if you would have whatever goes down, mate, if you would have seen me 6 weeks ago, physically, mentally, to now, it's two different people. And yeah, it's right, even for mental health and physically, like I said, I'll keep doing it. It's just been like I said, it's actually been really, really good for me and just even like my dog, like I'm just a better person now, happier, and even though it's tough. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep it up. And I said I've enjoyed like actually learning a new skill. Because like you said, every day there's something new that you're not doing right or this and this. And because you've been having to learn it like step by step within the time frame instead of being too much. So yeah, no, definitely, mate. Yeah, definitely.
I know you probably asked this a lot, but respectfully, are there any footballers you'd like to fight?
Oh, it's hard to say that right now because do you feel like I'm representing footballers a little bit? So I feel like it's football versus social media YouTubers. So I've said before I spoke to him. Only I'll say his name because I used to have loads of battles with James McLean, and he actually DM'd me and had a laugh with me about it and said we'll have to spar sometime because apparently he's quite good. But yeah, no, I think after this, I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping actually, like after this, lads, there may be other footballers that want to get into it as well. And hopefully, if I'm the first, or I am the first, and it might spearhead a few others to give it a go. Because I said it's great for you, especially if you're retired and stuff. It's unbelievable.